On October 6th, the Deep Fat Fried live show and meetup is coming to Las Vegas, featuring TJ, Scotty, Paul's Ego, musical guest The God Bombs. Get your tickets now, available in the description section down below. Be there or be dead. Or square. So one of the things that you guys submitted for this edition of Abandon Hope is that there's this Muslim fella who is going to teach us how to not watch pornography. And he calls it cornography, I guess, because, you know, to get around YouTube censorship. Very smart. He's always thinking. So this is how to quit watching cornography. Let's find out.
How to quit watching pornography. I get this.
Oh my God, yes. Finally, I can be free. Hello, you am struggling with corn addiction. I can't tell to my family. Anyone please help me out on how to quit.
Question all the time.
How to stop watching corn. Sad.
It's really easy to quit. You just can't because you don't want to.
Look at all this terrible AI generated shit he's got going on. Like, you couldn't find actual like images to put here.
And I can guarantee you this. If you're someone who watches it, you don't have your life in order.
Dude, is that the kind of dude that watches like a homeless guy all disheveled on the street? Like,
because if you're fit and hitting the gym regularly, if you have your finance in order, if you have a good woman by your side, and if you had a strong mindset, you wouldn't be so addicted to the 5 seconds pleasure, which damages your brain forever.
There's like really no evidence that watching damages your brain. The worst effect of porn on people's brains is that it can kind of mess with like dopamine levels. It can make it a little bit harder to actually get like sexually excited in like a real life situation. So there is that. But a lot of these other things that tend to get attributed are pretty fallacious and mostly kind of rooted in like Abrahamic religion, whether it be, you know, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, this sort of like fear and hatred of sex that they have going on. And, you know, the fact of the matter is that it's not just, take it from me, a big fat guy. It's not just a bunch of big fat guys watching porn. It's not just a bunch of like sad sacks that weigh 600 pounds parking in front of their computer or sitting up with their phone, you know, spanking the monkey or something. It's pretty much everybody, you know, it's most guys, fat, skinny, muscular, whatever, single, married. In fact, increasingly, it's a lot of women too. Like the numbers of women who watch porn are not that much lower than the number of guys that watch porn. Sorry, corn. So, I mean, this whole thing is kind of ridiculous. I mean, if this video is intended to actually provide people with some kind of like education on the topic, it completely fails. Because it basically just says like, if you want to stop watching porn, quit being such a beta loser. And by the way, what are the odds that the guy making this video doesn't watch any porn? He watches porn, dude. Most people do. I would say other than people who are like asexual, everybody's watching some pornography sometimes.
You're so addicted to porn because you are a loser right now. So stop.
You're not really like, I hate this idea that you're addicted to porn. You're not addicted to porn. You are biologically programmed to want to and be horny and spread your seed and so on and so forth. And pornography just happens to be an outlet for that. It's not like creating this need. It's like saying you're addicted to food, which I guess people do say, but it's based upon a very visceral, raw need, like you need to eat. It's just that now we've figured out how to create all this like super tantalizing food that's not great for you, because in nature, like, you know, when you're just out there in the woods being hunter-gatherer you, in nature, it's really hard to find sources that are like rich in sugar, rich in fat, you know, rich in salt. But now, thanks to modern industry and, you know, advancements in, you know, food science and food production and all that stuff, like now that's on demand. Just like you have a natural inclination to bone. But now there's all this different stuff that can titillate you in all these new and different and exciting ways. We're like, if anything, we're just kind of the victims of our own genius on this. Humanity has created enticements so enticing that we can just get lost in the abyss of them. And that would be a lot more of a compelling and interesting thing to say than just, if you jerk off to corn, you're a loser. I mean, I would never jerk off to corn. I mean, Jonathan Davis has a pretty voice, but it's not pretty like that. Come on. But then again, what do I know? Because me saying this will inevitably get way less views than this guy coming out here and peddling this ridiculous fake advice. It's not even advice at all. I mean, to come out to people and be like, hey, you know, the solution to your problem is to just like be cool. Like quit being a beta and start being an alpha. That's not a solution. That's nothing. But, you know, it makes them feel good. It makes a bunch of people be like, yeah, bunch of betas jerking off. I mean, I do it sometimes, but, you know, I'm not a beta though.
Stop being a loser and start improving every aspect of your life.
Stop being a loser and start improving every aspect of your life. I mean, like, okay, so what if you go to the gym? Here's my follow-up question to this guy. So let's say you go to the gym, you get your finances in order, you get a steady girlfriend, you do all that stuff, and then at the end of that road, you still want to look at some porn every now and then. What do you do then? Is it acceptable then because all your shit's in order? Or is it still bad?
When you do that, you would not feel the need to watch porn.
Well, what if you did? Yeah, and I love the stupid AI that they use throughout that. I mean, like I said, I used ChatGPT to help me develop a schedule for myself. And I mean, I've seen some cool AI here and there. I mean, I've seen some really cool stuff done with AI, but I've also seen a lot of really corny, lame stuff done with AI. And that was among them. Just berating his followers. Yeah, like imagine going to someone for help and that's their advice. Like, hey, imagine this dude is like your guru, you know? And you go to him, it's like, man, I really struggle with porn addiction. What can I do? And his advice back, he's like, stop being a little beta motherfucker. I don't know what accent I'm doing for him, but you know, that's it. Just like, if you were awesome, muscular Chad alpha male and you had a girlfriend and lots of money, then you wouldn't need porn. So get on top of that. Like, would you feel like you'd been given good advice? I wouldn't even feel like I'd been given advice at all. Basically just like, stop being a loser, bruh. Like, wow, thank you. So insightful. What a genius. Step 1, improve literally every aspect of your life. Step 2, stop jerking it to porn. Step 3, you're done. Fuck off. Give me some money, maybe. Oh, yeah. Oh, so true. So beautifully and powerfully and magically true.